Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacalyn. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. Jacalyn KERBECK. I am the founder, president, and chief listening officer here at our network. And today's show is Dr. Jacalyn's Book Club. Thank you so much for joining me, where I honor authors and their work for children. And of course, as we know, that children's books are really for everyone. If you would like to have me review your book, please do reach out and contact me here, Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com, and also the website usaglobaltv.com. All right, today we have a very special book that we're going to be looking at. And I just want to thank the person who sent it in. Her name is Ann O'Connell. I just want to share her website. Let's take a look. She is actually the publisher of the book we're going to be looking at today. So, OC Publishing. Here you see the website. It's ocpublishing.ca. And you can learn more about Ann right here, and also about publishing, releases, authors, children's books. And let's just click here and look at who we're going to be celebrating today. Jackie ARNASON. We're going to be celebrating her book, Timothy Titus Terrance O'Toole and the Dragon. All right, let me come back to you and stop sharing my screen. All right, here's the book. And there's some green in it, which is why you can't see it. But I just wanted to start off. I never had the pleasure of meeting Jackie, but I want to read a little bit about her bio in the book because I feel like her story is quite extraordinary. So I'm just going to read this directly to you. Jackie ARNASON was a prairie girl born in a small town in Saskatchewan, I'm not saying that right, and living most of her life in Regina. While growing up in the dirty 30s, life was hard, but the local library became her haven. She learned to love reading and books of all kinds and made up stories to tell her brothers and sisters. This talent for storytelling continued when she had children and then grandchildren. Here at last was a captive audience, so she told fanciful stories about pigs and dragons and kitchens and clowns and zebras. Storytime fostered a closeness between mother and daughters, and she provided a gentle and imaginative way of teaching life and life's lessons. Despite having written boxes and boxes of stories for her family for decades, Jackie became a delighted first-time author at the age of 87. Publishing Hambone, Why Pigs Have Curly Tails in 2020. Timothy Titus Terrance O'Toole and the Dragon is her second children's book. Jackie passed away in September 2021, but her legacy will live on in the lessons and magical stories she shared through the years. Learn more about Jackie at ocpublishing.ca, which I just shared with you. So here's her first book, which I'll be reviewing also. And then this is the one we're looking at today. So imagine that at the age of 87, she became a published author. And then it's incredible when we say to ourselves, I'm too old for this. I can't do this. I don't have the energy for that. We can do anything we set our minds to. So please consider that. Now, I love this book because, first of all, it's lightweight. It's easy to hold. The pictures are beautiful. Look at these illustrations. And I love the story. Are you a fan of dragons? If you are, I'd love to hear from you. Put it in the comments. And I love the expressions that the characters have. And it's just a book that makes you feel good. It just, I don't know, feels comforting, sort of like a blanket. So I'm going to read a little bit from it. And I really want to also read this dedication, which is beautiful. Dedicated to Jackie's children, Trish and Barbara, and grandchildren, Emma and Andrew, with a special nod to Barb's childhood friend, Timmy C., without whom this tale would not have been imagined. Also, I want to share that OC Publishing, the information there. And I do love Ann O'Connell. I hope you reach out to her. You can find her on LinkedIn. All right, let's just look at this book in a little bit. I'll read a little bit about Timothy. And I just want to share also, I think this is so pretty with the swings. I love swings. And I'm always sad that at my age, I'm not allowed to sit on swings. They always have a sign that you have to be 12 or under. Why can't we have swings for parents there in the playground too? All right, I'm going to start reading this. Timothy Titus Terrance O'Toole was a very ordinary boy. He was 7 years old. He had curly red hair and freckles. He played baseball in the summer and hockey in the winter. He loved chocolate pudding and hated spinach. He collected gum and string and stones and sometimes frogs in his pockets. In fact, everything about Timothy Titus Terrance O'Toole was very, very ordinary, except for one thing. He had a dragon. Woo, I know what you're saying. Whew, there are no such things as dragons. Well, you're wrong. Timothy Titus Terrance O'Toole really did have a dragon, and this is how it happened. One day, on the way back from school, Timothy heard a funny noise coming from behind the lilac bush at the end of the driveway. That sounds like somebody crying, he said, as he crept quietly up to the bush and peered through the blooms. Lo and behold, there was a dragon. Timothy rubbed his eyes and looked again. The dragon was still there. It looked really, really big. Timothy thought it was probably 100 feet long. Actually, it was just a little dragon, about 20 feet long. Its scales were a muddy, froggy green, and it was crying big, big salty tears. Oh, don't cry, dragon dear. Whatever is the matter? Asked Timothy. Oh, woe is me, cried the dragon, splashing Timothy with big salty tears. I'm lost, and I have nowhere to live, and I'm so lonely. And I'll stop there because I want you to go and buy the book. So let's look at how can you go and purchase the book. Let me share my screen again. You can go over to Amazon. Here's more information about the author and the publisher. And here's the information on the book. So please do go there and help celebrate Jackie's life and the life that lives on, the legacy through her children and through each and every one of us who reads her books. I'll stop sharing. And as I mentioned, next week, we'll look at her first book, Hambone, Only Pigs Have Curly Tails. Thank you for being here today. Again, feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in having me look at your books. I would love to do that. I'd also love for you to get in contact with me and share your story and be a guest on one of our shows. So thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, you see there's a little button there, subscribe. Please just click it. We'd love to have you as part of our team. If you're not aware, we have 28 shows each week, and that's only continuing to grow. So we look forward to having you as part of our team, whether you're a guest or you're one of our co-hosts or panelists or talking heads or elevated listeners, or you're somebody out there listening on the radio or watching on one of our TV channels. Thank you. You are greatly appreciated. Bye for now.